Hello Aries, this is Joe and I'm going to do your love check-in for June 2020. This is for those of you that are in a love relationship, a committed relationship, or kind of dating but more on the serious side of things. And we're going to explore that and see what's going on. I feel like there's this kind of sultry passion. I get the word naughty. And I think that's a good thing. I don't know. But anyway, forgive me for that. If you do want a chance to win a reading with me over Zoom, all you have to do is subscribe and comment below. Say that you're subscribed. If you are already subscribed, just let me know in the comments and I will include you in that reading. So we're going to pull some cards and we're going to see where things are at. Maybe my thoughts are close, maybe they're not, we'll see. And then we're going to clarify some of these for you. So Aries, June 2020, your love and romantic relationship. What is going on? Oh, down and dirty. That's kind of what I hear. And this came out here, so we're going to see where this is going. This is Seven of Pentacles, where you're coming from in the month of May into June. So definitely growth, looking forward to something blossoming and getting bigger. But with that said, on the bottom of the deck, ooh, nice, Nine of Pentacles. So you are on a mission to conquer. That's kind of what I feel here. This is a very good sign here. Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Feels very nice, feels very clean, and it feels there's more of you to give than you really kind of grasp. I feel like there's a lot of you to give here, and you're really in the giving mood in June. So, what's on your mind? The Chariot. Nice. So, the Chariot here in June is all about that moving forward, that fast pushing momentum. I think that this is you being empowered, being in your power, and taking charge and moving forward. It doesn't matter if you're a male or female. It doesn't matter if you're, cross-watching. Whatever it is. This is forward movement. This is what you are thinking about the most. You probably want a higher level of commitment. You probably want to really mesh together with this person that you are in a love relationship with. But what's on your feelers? What's in your heart of hearts? What are you feeling the most? Page of Wands. Oh, you have a passionate message for your lover, and I think that this is usually I don't get very corny, but this kind of feels a little bit corny. But it also, it feels kind of cat and mousey, very playful. And I think you have a lot of passion for the person that you are dealing with in your current circumstances. You see a lot of potential coming from May going into June. And the Nine of Pentacles is you really looking forward to the future. What could be with this person? What are the possibilities? And I normally wouldn't do this, but I'm going to say on the bottom of the deck was the Nine of Pentacles, but you also have the Fool here. And I do really feel like this is an exciting new journey for you, Aries. Those of you that are in a new love relationship, committed relationship, somebody that you're very passionate about, I don't know if you've quite have reached the point of communicating to your partner or the person that you really are thinking about how much you really enjoy that companionship. Maybe you haven't, maybe this is just a feeling, but this is what's in your heart of hearts and you want to push forward with that. But what's in your shadow side? What is it that you fear the most, you want the most, or maybe in your subconscious that you're just not really seeing? We're going to pull this card. It makes me nervous. Nine of Cups, the wish. You want the whole picture with this person. You want to push forward. You see a lot of potential in this with this person. You have the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Chariot. This is an explosive kind of... I do want to say some of this is sexuality, but a lot of this is about the potential that is coming your way. And I think this is great. I really love this. But what's happening, leaving June, going into July, and the Five of Swords. Okay, so don't panic. I think there is this feeling of being kind of some self-doubt. Maybe you think that you might have jumped into things too quickly, or you might feel like this could be a repeat of the past. So we're going to clarify what I feel like really needs to be clarified here, because I feel like this Five of Swords is a thought process that you have, that maybe you've been kind of trained to experience, in the sense that there have been a lot of letdowns. But what really needs to be understood here is that relationships, until we find the person that we are settling down with, until we find our mate, our soulmate, our twin, whatever it is, our twin soul, whatever you believe or feel that you are searching and looking for, there are a number of kind of perceived failures in the process to get to that point. So you might have a little bit of doubt in June going into July about this. And maybe this is realistic doubt. Maybe this is kind of a subconscious doubt. But I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe, well, you have the Wheel of Fortune here and the Chariot. So these both fell out. And we're going to just pay more attention to the Chariot here, because these cards are repeating. And when cards repeat in tarot, to me, most importantly, when cards repeat, they have a special meaning, a special message, something that requires more emphasis. And I think the Chariot is saying here that you're moving forward, you're charging forward. I feel like you're overriding the default thought process that you've kind of been trained to have, because you have the Wheel of Fortune here. And the Wheel of Fortune is a lot about, some might say chance, some might say just opportunity that comes out of nowhere. Some might say it's karma. It doesn't matter what you believe it is. What this is saying is, this is what you want. You can spin that wheel and you can stop it wherever you want. And I think you're going to kind of override any of those negative feelings of doubt, self-limiting beliefs. This really is the only negative card here. And I don't want to really say a negative card, but it is the only card that points to something that is a little bit less impressive than the other ones. And I feel the Five of Swords, it just seems to me, because I always read cards intuitively before I get to the kind of traditional tarot meaning of the cards. The Five of Swords to me is you in that space of worry, of fear, anxiety. So, more importantly, because you have the Wheel and the Chariot, I think this is the overriding force in this for Aries, for you that are in a relationship, that are trying to manifest the best possible relationship dynamic currently. I think this is a good place to be. I think you're going to, I almost feel like the Nine of Pentacles is like picking the fruit from the tree. You're not even reaching for the low-hanging fruit. You're really going for the big prize in this. And I think it comes because you have the Wish card. The Nine of Cups is a lot about your wishes, but it's not just that. It's the knowing that this is coming in. This is the feeling of destiny, the feeling of truth, the feeling of all those pent-up desires are finally coming out. And you probably hold back a little bit, not allowing yourself to really go there because you don't want that disappointment and the letdown of the Five of Swords. So I think you do have a bit of a kind of a subconscious battle in your mind over things. But this overall is very positive in June. It looks like that your relationship, your integrated dynamic with your person is something that is going to grow and kind of, I don't want to say fast, because here's the thing. The Chariot is often very fast. It's very fast movement. It's being empowered. It's knowing what you want and going after it. I feel like this is fast at a different kind of pace for you. And for those of you, because this is an intuitive reading, it's not going to fit for everybody. It's not going to resonate with everyone. But this is a kind of a methodical but forward movement that is progressing in the direction of a committed, loving partnership. And I do see that in this, the way this comes out. The Seven of Pentacles, this is a very telling thing to me, because you have the idea of growth, and you have the World here that fell out, talking about the Seven of Pentacles. You have the World. The World is what you want. You want to be able to put your feet up. You want to be able to take a breath and a sigh of relief, and knowing that where you're going is going to lead you to some kind of bliss. And that bliss is something that you've been searching for, probably for a long time, because we have to go through these cycles in relationships to where we finally get to the person that we definitely know that we want to partner with. I think this is about your partner. This is about you and your partner, and exploring the idea of a firm, sound commitment moving forward. And I think that happens because the Chariot is here 2 times, repeating that. Now, Ace of Wands on the bottom of this deck. Very, very cool. Because here is the idea of moving forward in a new direction, directed in kind of this kind of passionate new beginning. Because if you're dating, if you're just kind of casual, if you're just in that space where things are kind of unknown, uncertain, this is about the first step in that direction toward the Nine of Cups. And it doesn't matter if you're male or female. It doesn't matter what your role is in this. This is all about that first new step, getting what you want out of the relationship, out of love, out of life, out of just having that companionship. It's all here, and I think this is overall very positive. Again, the Five of Swords. Watch out for those self-limiting beliefs and thoughts that can kind of trap you into doubting things, and maybe turning your partner off a little bit. It might be kind of any type of, I really do feel like I have to say here, any type of negative feedback toward your partner might kind of put them off a little bit. They might kind of feel a little slighted if you kind of go in that direction. So keep it positive, keep moving forward, looking toward what it is you have to offer each other. I'm going to pull 2 more cards here. And I don't know, I kind of feel like there's just something very, very magnetic here. There's a magnetic attraction, or there's just something that is attracting the 2 of you together in a very positive way. Alright, let's pull 2 of these and we'll end it here. Again, if you want a chance to win a one-on-one reading with me, make sure you subscribe. Let me know you subscribed. If you're already a subscriber, just let me know that you are, and I will include you in that. Okay, first card, not for you. Alright, so don't panic. Sometimes we tend to romanticize things that are not for us, because we want to convince ourselves that there's something more out of a situation that is not that great. I think this is really calling to you to look at things in a more pragmatic view. What is it in your life that's not for you? it could be, quite possibly for some of you, this person isn't for you. It could be that this Wheel of Fortune in the world, and the idea that is more being in love with the idea of being in love. Or it could be that there are just some old ways of thinking and believing that aren't for you. But I do feel like this is kind of like a dual meaning here. And I don't want to be a Debbie Downer or the bearer of bad news, but this could, for some of you, be something that isn't quite what you wanted it to be. I do really feel like some of you, you're moving forward and it's going to be good. It's going to be positive. But I do also kind of have the feeling that maybe there is a need to reanalyze things as they are, to make sure that you're grounded in reality and whether or not you are compatible with the person that you're dealing with. So this to me is kind of on the fence, and I hate to say that. I hate to say this in a reading because I'm going in one direction, but for some of you, to me, this is a little bit of a tip-off. And we're going to pull one more and see where we end up. I do feel like for a lot of you, there's an overall more a direct message coming out. I don't know what that is, but we'll see. Higher power. So, really, this is for me personally, but I think for a lot of people, this is a touchy subject. Because the way that things are in the world right now, we might be questioning our beliefs, our higher power, what we feel is God, source, the universe, because some things are kind of a mess, and it can really call into question our own individuality here. I think that relying on your higher power, but actually being willing to explore the source of what your higher power is probably the most important thing here, because sometimes we have an idea of God, or we have an idea of source, the universe, and it isn't really quite what we think it is, because we don't have that capacity here in this kind of earthly plane. And I think that this is really wanting you to connect with that, just to be open and willing and receptive to the messages that you get right now. For some of you, there may be something that is directing you in another path. It might be saying that you need to keep your eyes off of having a relationship, or looking towards somebody to bring you some kind of fulfillment. There might be some kind of direction here saying to connect with me. And that connect with me is that feeling of the higher power, receiving internal guidance, trusting your intuition, knowing that you on a soul level are going in the right direction. I don't think that this is really anything steering you away from your love life, but I think this is more saying focus on the bigger picture in life, other than that intense desire for love and passion in your personal life. Regardless, I think that a majority of you are moving forward. It doesn't matter what kind of comes out in that. I think you kind of override that and go forward anyway. But just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, that there's this element of your higher power trying to touch base with you, trying to guide you. God is trying to direct you into a more tangible, stable position in life. And sometimes we tend to make up things in our heads. We tend to have really over-exaggerated dreams. Not that anything is wrong with dreaming and believing in big things, but I think this might be a call to get your attention to look at some other things in this, as things are for you in June. So with that said, I want you to, Aries, really just think about this. Have a great rest of your day. I know I kind of rambled. I usually don't. But with that said, I did. So leave me a thumbs up if this resonated with you. Leave me a comment. Subscribe if you want to be included in the drawing for a free one-on-one reading at no cost to you. And with that, have a good day. I'll talk to you again.